Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you for all of you for being here today. And I like to start by thanking our host today, the Toronto Police Service. Ever since becoming the Minister of Community Safety and Correctional Services more than a year ago, I have worked closely with the Toronto Police Service and found them to be extraordinary organization that is devoted to keeping Toronto safe and keeping those who are and helping those who are most vulnerable. These are goals that our government shares. We are committed to ensuring that Ontario's community are safe and secure, and that Ontario's youth get the opportunities they deserve. As many of you in this room will know, this week is Crime Prevention Week in Ontario. Each year, we set aside this week to focus on the many ways we can work together to prevent crime. La prévention du crime est l'une des priorités de mon ministère. Nous travaillons donc en étroite collaboration avec la police provinciale et les services de police municipaux pour s'assurer que nous ne négligeons pas ce qui cause les crimes dans notre communauté. It is not enough to get tough on crime. We also have to get tough on the root of crime. That's why we launched a far-reaching consultation to develop a strategy for crime prevention in Ontario. With the help of our police partners and a variety of stakeholder groups, we produced a booklet, Crime Prevention in Ontario, a framework for action. The framework encourages police services, community agencies, businesses, and citizens to work together in a multidisciplinary fashion to develop crime prevention programs that address the risk factor associated with crime. Nous savons que plus nous travaillons pour assurer la sécurité des Ontariens et des Ontariennes, plus nous créerons les conditions nécessaires qui permettront à nos communautés de s'épanouir. C'est pour cela que nous continuons de travailler avec nos partenaires. Ontarians understand that preventing crime is more effective than just focusing on enforcement and punishment. As the old saying goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. $1 invested now in crime prevention and early intervention avoids $7 spent on prosecution, incarceration, and other associated costs in the future. I believe that it is on the ground, at the community level, where we can make the biggest difference. That's why, as part of the Youth Action Plan, I visited with youth organizations with my colleague, Minister of Children and Youth Services, Dr. Eric Hoskins. We spoke to the people who are most affected by youth crime and, more importantly, we listened to what they had to say. Nous voulons absolument nous assurer que nos programmes répondent aux besoins des communautés touchées en aidant les organisations qui sont déjà sur le terrain. I am pleased to announce today, as part of the Youth Action Plan, we are investing $1.89 million in proceeds of crime grants to police services across the province. Proceeds of crime grants are funded through the sale of assets seized from criminals and criminals' organizations. The project these grants fund focus on crime prevention and will target disadvantaged communities. Cette année, la police provinciale et 13 services de police municipaux recevront 1,89 million de dollars de notre part. Ces investissements aideront ces services de police à réduire la violence familiale, à lutter contre la criminalité liée à des drogues et à limiter la circulation des armes à feu dans nos communautés. One Toronto Police Service program is called Further Our Communities, Uniting Services, or FOCUS, for a short word. It is based in Rexdale, and it will bring together service agencies from across the neighborhood. Together, child and family services, school boards, immigration agencies, and other partners will work to identify specific individuals who need the most help, and they will work to put those individuals back on the right track. It is important to remember why we are here today. The Youth Action Plan was our government's response to a deadly summer in Toronto. There was a fatal gun violence in several neighborhoods throughout the summer, and in July, more than 20 people were shot at a barbecue in Scarborough. It was a tragic night, as we all remember, and one we should not forget. We need to do everything we can to stop it forever happening again. And my heart goes to the community, to the families who had one of their loved ones victim that evening. And we hope that what we are announcing today, it's going to go a long way to help the situation not to happen again. This is why projects such as FOCUS are important. It is also why our government works across ministries to create the Youth Action Plan and reach out to communities across this province. The theme for this Crime Prevention Week is Engage Community, Prevent Crime. Le thème de la Semaine de la prévention du crime, les communautés engagées préviennent le crime, nous rappelle que nous avons tous un travail à faire dans la prévention du crime et le renforcement de la sécurité communautaire. En travaillant ensemble et en unissant nos forces, nous pouvons avoir un impact plus important et toucher plus de personnes qui en ont besoin. Our government is committed to being an active partner in crime prevention. In addition to the proceeds of grant funding, the Youth Action Plan includes $500,000 to help police services in the Greater Toronto Area coordinate with each other and DOPP to track guns and gang and get them off our street. We also recently announced the Safer and Vital Communities grants, which support 32 community-led initiatives across the province that work to divert young people from criminal activity, rehabilitation those already in trouble with the law, and keep Ontarians safe. In total, through the Youth Action Plan, we are investing over $20 million in new funding and helping an additional 13,000 young people each year. Crime Prevention Week is an opportunity to focus on all the things we can do as a community to make our city safer and make sure no one has to live in fear of crime. As this year's theme states, engage community, prevent crime, we must engage the communities across this city and across the province, and the proceeds of crime grants will help us to do just that. And in closing, I want to introduce my great help, who is Sue Young, who is my parliamentary assistant and knows Toronto very well, and especially the young people, because as working as in the school board as a school trustee, she was a great help in my ministry, and I want to say hello to you and thank you for being here this morning. Alors, merci beaucoup.
The second speaker will be Acting Deputy Chief Kimberly Greenwood.
Good morning. I would like to first take this opportunity to thank you very much, Minister, and thank the Ministry of Community Services or Community Safety and Correctional Services. The ministry is dedicated to supporting police officers across the province, and we appreciate this additional funding. I think it's very fitting and timely that this announcement comes in the midst of our Crime Prevention Week, and the Minister has alluded that the theme of this week is Engaged Communities Prevent Crime. I mention this because the funding that we have received will impact directly and further enhance our services' abilities to not only prevent crimes from occurring, but also work in conjunction with our partners in public safety and those that are at the grassroots levels to address very distinct situations of risk within our communities. We will mobilize our police services across the Greater Toronto region to address guns, gangs, and drug-related violence. We will be able to research evidence-based initiatives that are being employed across North America to remedy these challenges. We will also be able to improve our ability to use all available sources of information in conjunction with intelligence-based approaches to prevent potential violence incidences from occurring within our city. The Toronto Police Service is dedicated to providing a diligent and engaging police service. And once again, I would like to thank the Minister and the Ministry for this additional funding to ensure that we're able to meet all the needs of our communities. Thank you.